everyone, welcome back to Genshin Impact. Today we're going to be finishing up the Futile Story Quest. Let's go talk to Meng.
Meng, I'm back. I'm afraid we're still no closer to finding Big G.
I see. Well, I'm just sorry for the trouble. We've already searched in all the likely places.
Who is this Big G anyway?
I guess I should start at the beginning. My home was in the vicinity of Wuwang Hill. In my youth, I had a good many friends there. Big G was one of them. We were the best of friends. Inseparable, really. But one day, there was an accident. And that was the end of him. I've never forgotten. Too many memories, I suppose. I often return to Wuwang Hill. But recently, after one such visit, I started to feel strange. Now, every night, Big G appears in my dreams. I can't help but wonder, did I disturb him somehow?
What? Good. I'm gonna go play some more Need for Speed once I'm done with this.
Perhaps. I don't have proof, but how would I ever...
That's why he...
I'm
and in
probably gonna
fact,
stream it.
But as for
But are you sure there's no date?
you see what I mean? Look at those people we found today.
You know
were
what?
also
Actually,
Meng's
before I
childhood
stream
friends.
it, I'll go do some
Long
practice
Hill, childhood...
races. I just won't be able to do any story quests.
Sorry, excuse me. Is this Wangsheng Funeral Parlor? My name's Luo Chung. I've had this awful feeling recently, like something's staring at me. Some of my friends and I went to Wuwang Hill the other day on a dare. After I returned home, I fell ill. I've been having recurring nightmares, but the doctors can't find anything wrong with me. I think that it's a curse, right? I've been cursed by a demon.
Say no more. There's no doubt it's a demonic curse, all right, and a serious one at that.
You believe so too? Then it's just like they say in the tales of old. The vengeful spirits of the gods who fell in the Archon War return to cast their evil curses upon mortals. And if the curse isn't lifted, it will burn through the body, laying waste to flesh and bone. Oh, what a wretched end! The symptoms I'm having are just like those described in the tales.
Wuwang Hill?
Also, there's a
No, I don't think it was a curse.
Sir
It
is
was probably
selling
just Big G.
3 god
Hold your
rolls
horses,
today.
both of
So
you.
go check them out in the
There's no need
tower.
to creep each other
It's
out.
Lonesome, Ikelos
Isn't that
SMG, and
exactly
Aeon
what
Soul.
you like to do, though?
Okay?
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor specializes in demonic
Yep.
stuff like this, right? Help me. I beg you. I'm too young to die.
All right. Don't panic. Leave it to me. You've come to the right person.
It's I don't remember which
in
class
order
it's
to
for,
lift
but
the
it's part of
curse,
the Aeon
we
set.
need a
You know, the ones
suitable
that are really good for
location, and
Grandmasters
we
because
need
it gives
to
everyone
make
buffs
some
if the team are wearing them.
preparations. Come with me, my trusty assistants. I'm going to need your help.
Aeon Safe, Aeon
I
Soul,
guess
and
I'll come too.
Aeon...
Help him make the preparations first. The incense exorcism, the
Something
one I
else.
taught you. When you're ready, come and find
The
me.
Cult of
Once
Aeon
we've finished
stuff.
with this, we'll get back to the Big G matter.
Okay, I guess.
Right. Let's go.
Go to the exorcism site.
Hey, do you know what? Neither do I. I already forgot.
What mysterious rituals are you gonna perform here?
No ritual at all. We just need to kill some time.
Eh?
Wait, you didn't take all that vengeful God's curse stuff seriously, did you? They were eradicated ages ago.
Why are we here?
You saw those two. One thinks he's been cursed, and the other one believes his friends turned into an evil spirit. It's hard to reason with them. Now you see why I believe that ordinary folks should be kept in the dark. I've seen too many people lose their senses on account of things like this. If you want to calm them down, you need to convince them with something tangible. And the best way to do that is to make a great show of destroying the boogeyman they believe in before their very eyes.
Sounds like that might work. If you were trying to cheer up a 3-year-old.
How old are you, Paimon?
Why would you ask that?
Because we need to
I
know.
just wants to know why we can't tell everyone the truth.
Because we need to
Because
know.
you can't guarantee that telling an ignorant person the truth will improve the situation instead of exacerbating it. What I can do is pretend to pull back anyone who believes their time is nigh. But since the curse is imaginary, our fix will also be make-believe.
Makes sense. But why would anyone believe that it's a curse?
Do you know the history of the Yaksha?
I know just some bits and pieces.
They once fought against the ancient gods. They fought brilliantly in a battle that engulfed the whole world in darkness. Although the gods were defeated in the end, their resentment persevered. That resentment turned into a pestilence spreading amongst the ordinary folk. Hysteric people mistook it for the curse of the gods. The plague took the lives of many, which only furthered its spread, as the dead were a breeding ground for the disease. Then someone discovered how to prevent it from spreading, purify the air, and burn the bodies of the deceased. The pioneers of these practices were, you guessed it, the founders of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Paimon didn't see that coming. Really?
Yes. Anyway, it took many years, but eventually the plague was completely eradicated. We've dealt with similar phenomena multiple times throughout the ages. Each time we successfully restored the balance between life and death. To sum it up, we are gatekeepers, guarding the border for the sake of both the living and the dead.
So that's what you meant by guarding the border. Never knew Wangsheng had such a long history.
So when I say this curse is just a figment of the imagination, I say it with more certainty than most. But I also can't really go telling people that the ancient plagues were real, or it would incite panic. Anyway, let's wait a bit more and get ready for the show. This ley line monolith will make for a really great prop. You're finally here! We just finished our preparations. Now, look here. This device is used to drive away evil spirits. It'll absorb the curse inside you and cause it to take a physical form. But don't worry, the traveler here is a seasoned warrior and will assure our safety.
Doing the dirty work again, huh?
Oh, right. I forgot to tell you. It'll be fine.
Will that really solve my problem?
Trust the director. She might look like a weirdo, but she's serious about everything she does.
How can you call me a weirdo? I mean, wouldn't you say it's more charmingly naive or disarmingly different? All right, let's get down to business. My glamorous assistant, please activate the device.
Is it really possible to materialize the curse?
You're mine. No time to lose.
I'm counting on you!
No time.
Let go. How are you feeling? Did the curse leave your body?
Yes, I feel more invigorated than ever before. I'm cured. I can't express how grateful I am for your and the Traveler's help. If it hadn't been for you, the curse would have taken my life.
Great. In which case, I guess now I can tell you. You've been pranked!
What?
This exorcism device? People like you wouldn't recognize it, but it's just an old ley line monolith, deceptively effective at attracting monsters. And those were real monsters, not a manifestation of your curse. So riddle me this. If I didn't do anything to lift the curse, then what's the cause of your sudden recovery?
The curse wasn't real? Then why was I sick?
Well, you caught a cold, ate something bad, or just scared yourself sick. It's anyone's guess, but I'm leaning towards the last option. Wouldn't be the first time in my career.
How unexpected.
I also didn't expect that, but still, I'd like to thank you.
Don't mention it. I found a way to deal with your fears this time, but I can't do it over and over again, so I'd appreciate it if you try not to give in to superstitions in the future. Human life is short. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Wow, what a weird thing to say. I shall head back. I'm sorry for troubling you.
I feel relieved to see that it wasn't Big G's doing. However, unless he crosses the border, there will be no end to his antics. Since we are done with the matter at hand, can we resume our search for Big G?
I believe that won't be needed. He found us first.
Big G?
I didn't mean to bother you. Any of you.
This is Big G? He's just a child?
Oh, well, he is a spirit. It's quite normal that he looks just like he did when he left this world.
That's not what Paimon imagined when Paimon first heard the name Big G.
Let's bring him back to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. We have much to do.
Poggers. You wanna know what else would be poggers?
1, 2.
Hey, you guys wanna know what else would be poggers? A 1v1. Yeah, Avi's not even online. Of course it's trying to do something weird, like go down a waterfall.
After all that's happened, Paimon's not even sure what's going on anymore.
I didn't expect to stumble upon Big G just like that either.
Actually, I'm not surprised in the slightest. Remember what I said? There's only so many evil spirits in this world. It was a twist of fate that made him leave Wuwang Hill in the first place. Now, for some reason, he can't go back.
This explanation sounds a bit far-fetched to Paimon.
Actually, she pretty much summed it up.
Huh?
Don't ever question my professional instincts.
I just wanted to check up on my friends. That's why I came to Liyue Harbor. I promise I wasn't up to any mischief. I never wanted to scare anyone. A few days ago, some people came to Wuwang Hill on a dare. I heard them saying they'd come from Liyue Harbor, so I followed one of them back and ended up here.
Ah, it must have been poor Luocheng that you followed. Maybe he didn't notice you, but he could still feel your presence. Now we know what caused his nightmares.
I was discovered?
Well, I assume so, otherwise he wouldn't have been scared half to death.
Why didn't you come looking for Meng sooner?
Yeah, Hu and Meng were searching for you all over the place.
Oh, that's because I couldn't find them. It's my first time in Liyue Harbor, and I got lost in the city.
Now that you mention it, Big G always had a poor sense of direction. When we were kids, he'd never go down the hill by himself. We always had to lead him.
So, all of this was just because you got lost? Why didn't you just fly? Like any other ghost or spirit? Don't you think it's much easier to find your way from up above?
I can't. It's too high for me. I'd get scared.
That's right, yes! He used to be so afraid of heights that he wouldn't even so much as look down the hill. You haven't changed a bit.
Yeah, I told you Zer's in the tower.
I knew I wasn't supposed to show myself to the living, and with so many people walking around Liyue Harbor, my only choice was to hide.
Oh, damn. Thank you for reminding me about D1.
I wouldn't have found you if it weren't for the lady
Everyone
who
needs to
was
go
caught.
in and use their strange coins on heavy synths for
I'm
the
so
raid.
relieved that you haven't become an evil spirit.
Like I said, don't ever doubt my professional instincts. Now, all we have to do is escort this lost child back to Wuang Hill, and we should be done and dusted.
But he just said he wanted to visit his friends. Apart from me, there's also Little Wu, Mumu, and Songze.
Well, if that's the case, we can't let him down. We'll ask them all to help us prepare a farewell ceremony for Big G. Meng and I will escort Big G back to Wuang Hill. You meet with those three and ask them for keepsakes to symbolize each one of them during the ritual, then come and find us.
They're all friends. Can't we just go there all together? Or maybe we can take Big G to them.
That's not a good idea. I don't want to scare them.
I wouldn't want ordinary folks to become superstitious. The less they know, the better. So be careful what you say when you collect the keepsakes.
Are we really going with Hu Tao's plan? At least by keeping things low-key, we won't be giving anyone nightmares.
Guys, we should all hop onto D1. I wasn't talking to you. Honestly, I kind of forgot you were here. Sorry, I honestly kind of forgot you were here.
Hi! Do you remember us?
Oh, you. Sorry, I won't be needing the funeral parlor's services anytime soon.
Meng said that he's an old friend of yours.
Yes, we grew up together. We still keep in touch even now. I don't know why he started working for Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. To be honest, I find their director to be quite peculiar. But he must have had his reasons. He's on his own now, after all. And he still can't get over what happened to Big G. Did he tell you about it?
Yeah, he did. If you could pick one thing to give to Big G as a keepsake, what would you choose? Just, theoretically speaking. We're just being hypothetical here. Definitely not gonna actually go commemorate him or anything.
That's a little bit on the
I
nose.
cooked something for him. Oh, he could eat spicy food like no other. His favorite meal was extra spicy Jueyun chili chicken. I can make it for you if you bring me some Jueyun chilies. I'm sure he'd appreciate the flavor of his childhood years. I still use that old recipe.
Deal! Just give us a minute.
What about the pickpockets?
Jueyun chilies are a common
Whoa,
sight
he
in
just
Liyue.
went into the ground for a
I
minute.
can rustle that dish up in no time if you help me find some.
Here, have one Jueyun chili.
Great, this should be enough. I'll get started on the Jueyun chili chicken. I guess you've got other folks to track down? When everyone's ready, I'll get the dish over to you.
Great! See you later! How did he know about the others?
Let's go somewhere cooler.
fire hazard right here.
Oh there, Bliss, come and see these precious curios. A toast to our success.
1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4.
The key here is consumer psychology.
Leo Lee Pavilion. Best Lee food in town.
Oh, welcome. Please take a seat.
That's a sign. A sign that you should go play D1.
Not you again. I told you, I'm not
Oh yeah,
interested
guys,
in the
the
inner
my
workings
raid
of
ring came
Wangsheng
today.
Funeral Parlor.
Mung told us about you. You're good friends, right?
That's true, yes. Come to think of it, I remember he did join Wangsheng Funeral Parlor recently. It didn't take long for his good friends to figure out why. The Big G incident. But I know there's nothing we can say to help him get over it. Letting go of the past is a painful process. I would know. So, is Big G the reason you're here to see me?
How did you know? We didn't even say anything.
I'm a businessman. I've got a sixth sense for this kind of thing. Everyone hears the name Moo Moo and thinks I must be dim-witted. I never heard the end of it when I set up shop. But I'd say I proved a few people wrong. Here, take this. It's a top-of-the-line toy box we all dreamed of owning as kids. Back then, none of us
Wait,
could
Dark,
afford it.
where is Zer?
We were penniless. Today, business is booming.
Yeah.
I ended up buying loads of these. It was a dream come true.
Wow, you must be like super rich.
For me, it's a memento of a childhood long gone. Without it, we wouldn't be where we are today. So, having found me, I guess you'll be looking for Little Wu and Songza next.
We already saw Little Wu. Now we gotta find Songza.
I see. If it's Songza you're after, let's meet at the overpass at Feiyun Slope. It's just above the staircase leading down to the dock. I've got an errand to run. I'll come find you as soon as I'm done.
Let's go find Songzi.
The key here is consumer psychology.
And with that, the
Because acid.
Huh? You're all here.
Reminiscing about old times, thinking back to past events.
Ugh.
We've been at it for years.
Our hometown was completely destroyed in a disaster, so we've got nowhere to go back to. Now, home is wherever friends are.
They've just been telling me you're looking for keepsakes. I make artisan Sao lanterns down by Liyue Harbor. I guess they represent me better than anything. A few days ago, I bought some quality plastrite shards. They're currently all in the warehouse at the dock. I've already spoken to the manager. Could I ask you to retrieve them for me?
Seems like you already know what's going on. Be back in a jiffy.
Well, I mean, I guess the creators of Exploding Kittens would love to talk to you right now because you've got crabs.
Hi,
The plastrite shards are over.
Doesn't seem like they're here. Doesn't seem like they're here. Let's look. These look like what Sungza was talking about. Let's head back.
My thanks to both of you. This looks like great stuff. Please, wait a moment. This is the final step. Okay, there we go. I wrote all 5 of our names inside the lantern. You know, during the annual lantern rite, we all release a lantern like this. No matter what the days may bring, whichever roads we choose to take, while this rite remains observed, each of us remains the same.
As for the matter of Big G, the 3 of us have discussed amongst ourselves and agreed we won't press you on it.
But if you get the chance, please let them know we're doing well, and that the things we once spoke of, they've all come to pass.
You can count on me, and I won't press you on the things you once spoke of.
Thank you. We'll pass it on. Big G is lucky to have friends like you. We got everything we need. Let's go to Wulong Hill and find Hu Tao and the others.
No time to lose.
No, I'm not here to play with you.
Yep. Yeah.
Hello, Fatui agent.
Shouldn't let your guard down.
Rise.
Illusion shattered.
You're toast!
Fast.
Shine down.
Can't run from death.
Oh, you're back already? Sooner than I expected. You didn't go spilling the beans, did you, Paimon?
Does Paimon look that unreliable to you?
Yes.
I'm kidding. Anyway, looks like they were willing to hand over some keepsakes, so I guess they knew the deal. Nevertheless, when it comes to things like ghosts and ghouls, spirits and souls, one thing everyone knows is you never know what to expect. Which explains why they were reluctant to pry and find out the full story. Which is just as well, because if they had attempted to, it would have been too much for me to
Ooh,
deal with.
Dark, he's also selling Mask of the Third Man. Zalo Supercell and Shock Hazard Ornament. Dude. Why were you complaining about people using Shiloh Supercell on Hunter? It's a weapon, not a class item. Yeah, I know, but then why were you saying they were hacking by hunters using Shiloh Supercell if it's a weapon, not a class item? So that means obviously they just bought it from Zur on their hunter. Ooh, he's also got Hawkmoon. I know. Ooh, I can get Motes of Light for Trials Crystals. Alright. Ooh, Purifier Robes. I need to tell Max to go get those. Is Max a self-res warlock? I don't remember. Then I gotta tell him to go get Ruin Wings. I can't tell if you're serious anymore.
Guard the border between life and death. This is Wangsheng Funeral
No,
Parlor's
I'm
most
reading the
important responsibility. And I'm stricter than most.
In Genshin.
So what about us? Does it matter if we cross the border?
Of course not. After all, you were caught up in all this already, just like Meng. It's not the end of the world if you catch a glimpse behind the curtain. And where we're going, don't be surprised at what you may see or what may occur. All of it exists within the border between the living and the dead. An ordinary place, really. The only special thing about it is that nobody really knows about it. Whatever you do, don't get all worked up over nothing, okay? Or else by the time we're out, I'll have to erase your memories. So listen to everything I say. Let's go.
I'm scared. But like Hu-Tao says, we're already caught up in this. We better see it through to the end.
Go to the ordinary place mentioned by Hu-Tao. Enter the border.
Good eye. Toodaloo.
Wow! What is this place?
Somewhere close to death, but not like the hell or underworld from the tales of old. This is just a place where the ley lines tend to go a little bit haywire.
Hey, Dark, we're gonna have to get everyone together and do rap today.
Looks familiar.
From the right angle, you can make out the whole thing.
Oh, just like last time.
There is no escape.
See? Quit it!
This place doesn't feel at peace.
That's why it's named the border. You can't just cross whenever you please. You need to have a little... How do people normally put it? Pomp and ceremony?
I'm pretty sure that's not how people put it.
Illusion shattered.
By the way, I imagine Adventurers Guild members are good at making order of things. See if you can find a way to get the right things into the right places. Usually it requires a bit of destruction as well as elemental reactions. On your marks.
You talking to us?
yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Shine down. There is no escape.
Tidal wave.
Oh, hello, welcome to stream. Thanks for leaving a comment. Or 2. Or 4.
Shine down.
Or 11. Hello, hero. How are you doing today?
No time to lose.
Oh yeah, Frost, guess what I found out? Guess what I found out last night? Hero's a lolicon. Yeah, he asked me like 16 times if he could F Paimon.
This looks the same, but there aren't enough. So confusing. Let's have a look around. Or up ahead.
Illusion shattered.
Oh god, hero. Oh god. Frost, he's spamming in chat. Aw yes, Paimon.
Insolent.
Oh my god. Oh, and that's dead. Where am I going? Okay then, hero. Yeah, you do you.
Huh? Isn't this where we just were before?
Finally! Paimon thought we were gonna be trapped in that weird place forever.
That's exactly the point. Trespassers end up running scared.
So, that's the weird stuff out of the way, right?
Yep.
Just dive off the edge here.
What?
Well. Woohoo!
Welcome to the farewell ceremony site. Our destination is just up ahead. I know you're excited, so feel free to have a look around and talk amongst yourselves. Soon you'll find out there's nothing special about this place.
Hello, Lanchi.
Are you clients? Apologies. This is just a little unexpected. Seeing that it was Hu Tao that brought you puts me at ease. But I'm afraid we don't have the means to entertain guests here.
Who are you?
My name is Lan Si. I've been waiting for someone for a long time now. Exactly how long, I couldn't really say. Everyone says waiting is difficult. But walking, watching, talking to newcomers, and the old crowd, it helps to pass the time. I can keep waiting, but who knows whether what I'm waiting for will ever come to pass. It's all the same to me. Waiting's all I can do anyway.
Okay, Hero, I understand you like
If you
off-brand.
are looking
You
for
don't need to
someone
keep saying
important
it.
to you, it's best not to keep waiting forever.
Hello, Xiuming.
Are you new here? What a coincidence, so am I. I can't believe how nice the scenery is. I thought it'd be all pitch black and freezing cold with no sense of space or time. Here I can finally work out a lifetime of emotions. It's fantastic. Perhaps I just set my expectations.
I'm reading chat, Hero. I said I understand that you like off-brand.
By the way, have you seen Uncle Jean recently?
That guy, I remember him saying it was time for him to move on.
Good for him. I wonder where he's off to next.
If you're curious, why don't we go and see for ourselves?
Some other time, perhaps. I'd like to stay here for a while.
It's the lantern rite again. Wouldn't it be cool if we got to see the lanterns ourselves one day?
You can make a wish without a lantern, you know. My mom told me. As long as you yell it really loud, your wish will come true in the future.
Yell it? Isn't that kinda embarrassing?
As soon as the first person yells, and everyone else just joins in, and nobody feels embarrassed anymore.
That's right. Little Wu, you start.
Alright, I wish I could open a massive restaurant with never-ending dishes and snacks, so I could eat Joy-You and chili chicken every day!
That's your wish?
If that's so funny, what's your wish?
To get rich, of course. do big business and make a load of Mora. With Mora, you can do whatever you want and be happy.
Yeah, if you get rich, you can buy that super expensive toy box.
Not just one. One for everyone. No, loads for everyone.
Well, if Momo's gonna be a businessman, then I don't need to earn any money.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's tough getting rich. Don't put all the pressure on me.
As for me, I want to learn to make Ming Xiao lanterns. The big kind! And Xiao lanterns, too. I'll be the best artisan around.
Yeah! That way we don't need to go to Liyue Harbor to release Xiao lanterns.
Anyway, those are our wishes. Mung, Big G, what about you? Me?
Huh? They all disappeared. Right when he was about to make his wish.
It brings back so many memories. That was the last lantern ride the 5 of us spent together.
It's been so long. Everyone's all grown up. Have all those wishes really come true?
They've come true. They've come true. We can prove it to you.
We asked each of them for parting gifts for you. Little Wu's become a chef. Momo's a successful businessman. And Zongza makes great shell lanterns.
Really?
Press F to pay respects for Big G.
Wow.
We've never forgotten our childhood dreams. We've kept them in our hearts as a promise to each other. Anyway,
Guys, press...
time to release this lantern.
Guys, press or say F to pay respects for Big G.
Hey, take a hint. Let's give them some space to go over the good old days.
Thank you, Hero. Hero pay... Frost. Hero. Hero pressed F to pay respects.
Take the hint? Really? Of all of us, you're the one who needs to learn how to read the room.
Don't you need to guard the border?
Monk's already crossed the border. That's the only way to send Big G off. As I explained, Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was, once upon a time, more akin to a doctor's office than an actual funeral parlor. During the Archon War, piles of corpses covered the wilderness. People were plunged into misery and suffering. Disease was spreading all over the land. Death devastated the world of the living. Such were the times when the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was first established. As humans, its founders were deemed too insignificant to matter, but slowly, they managed to drive away death.
They must have paid a huge price for that.
After generations, Liyue Harbor became a bustling hub of prosperity, luring people with dreams of great fame and abundant mora. But in the end, some lunatics stirred up the legacy of the dead. By that I mean the remnants of the defeated gods that ravaged the world. I won't go into specifics of that situation, but suffice to say that at its peak, life was on the verge of bringing about its own extinction, while death was coming back with a vengeance. It took a long, long time, longer than you'd think, to restore balance and reinstate the border. Without it, Liyue Harbor as we know it wouldn't be here today, neither would the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, you or me.
I didn't expect you to be such a storyteller, Hu Tao. Can you reveal a bit more?
Not a chance. Curiosity can be perilous, you know. Don't forget my warning, the less you know, the better. What you make of my words is up to you. I do hope that most of it flew over your heads, though. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is just that, a funeral parlor. Nothing more to it.
Won't disagree. It's time to go back.
We live in peaceful times, but this harmonious coexistence between life and death should never be taken for granted. Huh? It's about time. Let's go. Let's take them to the place where all begins and all goes to rest.
What kind of place is that?
I just mean where we first bumped into each other. I come up with fun names for things sometimes, okay? No need to hound me with questions about every little thing I say.
Who's watching a Amagi video about Naruto? Go back to Wuwang Hill to send Big G off. What about you? Why do you keep saying me, hero?
I think we did everything we could to make you happy, Big G, wouldn't you say? But if you ever really do become an evil spirit and come back with more nefarious nonsense in mind, I may have to forget our friendship and give you a far less fond farewell.
I won't, I promise. I'm grateful for everything you've done for me. Now that I know that my friends are doing so well, I have no intention to bother them.
I also want to thank you. You made my dream come true too.
So you should also know my warning.
Hero is the video?
Let go of the past.
Whoa! It's like it's the Matrix. Hero is the video.
How can you say such horrendous things with that smile on your face?
Well then, last but not least, let's say our goodbyes to Big G.
See you later, Big G.
Guys!
Not like that. You won't be seeing him later.
Press
Stick to
say
hi
F
and
to
such.
pay respects for Big G. Just say F. Frost, just say F. Dark, say F. Please? Just play... fine, whatever.
No worries. I'll just take my leave. I'm sorry. Of all the wishes we yelled that day, only ours hasn't come true.
Nah, don't be bothered by that. No life is without its regrets. You can leave in peace now.
All right. I'll remember you all. Goodbye.
He's gone then. I thought that closure would bring me relief, but all I can feel now is emptiness.
So, what was the wish you two made? We didn't have a chance to hear it earlier.
Well, after each of us has started a family and built a career, we want both our families to spend the lantern rite together. That's why I envy my friends so much. Little Wu and the rest, they all had a chance to fulfill their wishes. Mine, however, will remain just a dream.
Cheer up. You still have a lot ahead of you.
That's right. Also, think about this. Everyone gets burnt to ash one day.
Christ,
So
Hu-Tao!
enjoy your life while you can, and when your duty to the living is over, you can meet
Christ,
who you want again in
Hu-Tao!
your life. Isn't that great?
Thank you?
She just tried to cheer one of her employees up who just witnessed their friend pass on as a ghost.
I have a lot of feelings.
And she was like, we were like, cheer up. And she was like, yeah, that's right. Remember, everyone burns to ash one day.
This doesn't change the
So
terms
enjoy
of
your
our
life
previous agreement.
while you have
Will
it.
be unpaid.
Jesus, Hu-Tao! this?
Aren't you forgetting about something?
You promised that you'd help us in our search.
I took you to the border and let you have a look around, didn't I? But based on your reaction, it seems like you didn't find what you're looking for. It is a pity indeed.
The biggest pity of all is your lack of help.
I was fishing around on your behalf through the channels that aren't accessible to you. Unfortunately, I didn't find any leads worth pursuing either. I'll keep my eyes open in case anything crops up. If so, I'll be sure to let you know.
You don't sound like you mean it.
I'm not an expert on tracking down the living. However, if you want me to summon someone from the other side of the border...
Stop saying creepy stuff!
Relax. I'll help you look for them. You have my word. My exquisite sense of humor always goes unappreciated.
Seems like you really like your job.
I have my reasons.
Reasons?
The spirits we saw near the border are the dead that still long for the world of the living.
Give me a second, I'm plugging in my headset. I'll answer you in a second.
Directors there.
And it's not regen, it's reign.
This means that becoming the director,
you know, like the reign of a king.
Was the right decision for them, and left them with no regrets.
And no, I haven't. I drink Bang and Peach Monster. That's about it. Well, there we go, everyone. Well. Well, there we go, everyone. That's the Hoot House story quest. Hope you enjoyed the second part of the video. I'm gonna sign off for now and do some other stuff. See you in the next one. Much